Yo guys, welcome back to the video. As I was editing today's video, I realized that a lot of my clips that I had for the suspension install on dyno got deleted. As I was looking through all of my files, I found two clips which I'll post right here. Unfortunately, I lost all that footage. I had it on my GoPro doing the whole suspension install, so that really sucks. But the next clips that you're gonna see are going to be me driving the car around a little bit after I get the suspension installed and seeing how it really feels. So no further ado, let's make it happen. All right guys, I got you guys back on the GoPro here. This is gonna be our first drive with the new suspension. Let's see how she feels. This thing feels pretty nice, pretty nice. It's amazing how much of a difference getting fresh suspension can make, you know? The suspension I was on here before was probably the original suspension, so that stuff was over 30 years old at this point. But yeah, this thing feels really nice. What's also really nice about these max speeding rod suspension is that they have adjustable dampening on them, which is really cool. So if we're getting on the track and we want it to be a little stiffer in and out of those corners, we can adjust that. Oh guys, it might be kind of hard to tell on the GoPro, but we definitely closed up that wheel gap there. I mean, we were monster trucking before. So with a bigger wheel and a nice little tire on there, you should definitely get some pretty nice fitment. Got the rears lowered up too. Really nice, really nice. This wagon is really starting to come together. I also almost forgot to tell you guys, I was able to score this roof rack at a junkyard actually. I got it for like 25 bucks, which is super cool. It's just a nice little addition to the car. So it's kind of really starting to look like Wago, just older. Another thing too is when I got this car, these little holders for our sun visors were missing. So I went to the junkyard and I was able to score a couple of them. And yeah, let's get these put in there and get all this stuff up here tightened up because it's looking all loose and floppy and we don't like that. We don't like that. Wow, much cleaner, much cleaner.
3 weeks later.
Okay, so I got you guys on the GoPro. This is kind of our... Okay, I see you. I guess they're paying their salute there, but this is kind of our first time really whipping in this thing. This is another Accord wagon manual. You guys already know how I play. EX model, and this thing is pretty sweet. Dang, it is crazy being in another stock F22 B1 Accord. Wow. Alright guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about this brake kit that we got on here. So as you guys can see, this wagon by the name of Drago has a 5-lug conversion and it has Acura RL big brakes. This hub is from a Honda Odyssey actually, and that's the hub that you get to be able to do all of this stuff. This rotor right here is from a 350Z. These are actually 350Z Brembo rotors, so that's pretty cool. But as you guys can see, they're drilled and slotted, so this thing stops on the dime.
Day 2.
Today we have Drago here with us. We are kicking it with the homies over here, other Accord wagon there, got Linnell sedan over here. We're just washing the cars right now. Later we're gonna be hitting up a Honda meet, so should be pretty fun. Yo, big shout out to Linnell for you know, cleaning Drago down for us, man. I really appreciate this, bro.
No problem.
This is A++ service.
Brought her back to Colorado. She's gonna get that Colorado special.
That's right, that's right. We're waiting on a couple more homies to pull up, and yeah, should be a pretty fun day. Bex just pulled up in her EF hatch. We got this thing working, moving and grooving. Man, it is an awesome day out. All the homies got all their cars out. Everything is running, driving. You just really can't complain on days like this. All right, I got you guys here on the GoPro. So basically how these mirrors work is it has like this little adapter plate piece right here. that fits up to the mirror first. As you guys can see, it slides in there like that. You put a couple screws on this back side here, here, and then there, hiding at the bottom by the wires right there. And that is what will sandwich this little piece on. And then this piece all together bolts onto the actual door. Just trying to be super gentle. Awesome. It's just that clip there, and then like a little hook clip right there. And that's how that comes off. Go ahead and unplug this guy. No more power mirrors. So sad. Right, and then you guys can see there, it's just 3 8mm bolts that hold this whole assembly on. Stock mirror out. Okay, this is where things get a little bit tricky with all this stuff. So, as you guys can see here, I have like some interior screws from like a Honda Accord. It's not from this one specifically. I just had a bunch of extra little screws that I was able to use. Now, if you guys can, you should definitely get some screws like this because you're gonna need these smaller style screws to essentially put the adapter plate right here onto the mirror itself, so that way you can run it in the car. I know it's super weird, but this kit did not come with these little screws. They came with the screws to put the whole mirror and adapter plate on the door. That's what these are for, but these are a little bit too big. So if you can, get your hands on some of these smaller interior screws. Like I said, they were just out of a Honda Accord. Like you can grab them from the center console, the screws that hold that together, or just little screws even that might hold the door panels on. But yeah, that's what you're gonna need. All right, I got those screws on there. Now this thing is all one piece. I was thinking about using some double-sided tape, but honestly, I just will not trust that. You know, going at highway speeds and on a windy day, you know, that might be all it takes to kind of take that mirror off. So I would just say, yeah, if you can, definitely get those screws. Like I said, got them from the interior of a Honda Accord, or probably any Honda will really work. Or I would just go to like your local Ace Hardware and see if they have these screws available for you to purchase. Okay, it was hard for me to hold my camera and do this. So as you guys can see there, I got one of those screws in. So I just got to put those other two in. And yeah, that's what's gonna hold that mirror in place. Alrighty, I got all those screws on. Got our plastic cover back on there as well. And as you guys can see, that side mirror is looking crispy on there. Really loving the look of that side mirror. It just looks so good. All right, guys, I got you in the car right now. We're kind of just doing a little visibility test. I have these on my other Accord wagon already, so generally I know what our visibility is looking like, but it's always nice to just go for a little cruise and just make sure everything is fastened down how it needs to be. I was also gonna add, guys, if you want a little bit more visibility, what you can do is you can get those little blind spot circular mirrors that you could throw in the top corner. Obviously that's gonna help with your blind spots and probably just give you a little bit more visibility with these mirrors.